Hey everybody, Ramro here. Just wanted to show you something. What I've got here in front of me is just penetrating oils. Different types, like this Chem Tool B12 is really good. It's more of like a solvent for carburetors and stuff. But when you're talking about rusty bolts, I'm talking about removing all this heavy pitted rust off of something. Like let's say it's on a car part and you really got to crack it off and it's really hard to do. Usually a lot of people will get like different type of products to spray on the bolts in order to break them loose. Well, I've got a solution to all of that. I'm going to push all this out of the way. And my solution, it's called, well, it's kind of an old-timers term, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Some of you old-timers probably do. It's called Weasel piss. And what it is you get acetone, 100% acetone, and you can find that anywhere. We picked up some of this at the beauty salon or something, it's like $5, this big huge container. And then you need any type of automatic transmission fluid, ATF fluid. So what I got here, it's going to be a 50-50 mix. It's going to be 50% acetone and 50% automatic transmission fluid. And once you got your mix there, you just put it in your container and you shake it up. That's all it is. That's what has been nicknamed for years Weasel piss, and it really works. It takes off all the rust, it starts breaking it down, and then on top of that, if you have really nasty bolts, it just will not come off without any kind of penetrating oil. This stuff works better than anything else you can possibly use. So in this can, I have some of this Weasel piss I made up, and these two little shot glasses, I made some up earlier because I was doing a little experiment. So, the magic of television here, whatever you want to call it, what I did is, right here in this jar, and these bolts were pretty much identical, they had pretty much the same amount of rust on them. What I did here in this jar is, I already had this bolt soaking for about what you're looking at here is a bolt inside of the solution. It's been in the solution about 5 minutes. And if you look at the edge of the glass, you can see the liquid just moving. It's just bubbling away. It's kind of hard to see it moving, but it's definitely moving around. It's kind of like climbing up the edges of the glass. You can see all these little bubbles forming. It's hard to see the bubbles because of this opaque liquid. The Weasel piss is really hard to see because it's not clear. But if I go directly on top of the shot glass where the bolt is, I go straight down, I hold really still. Hopefully you'll be able to zoom. Hopefully you'll be able to focus here. You can see the fluid moving around. The bubbles are breaking all around the bolt, and the fluid is literally moving like currents. And what's happening is it's oxidizing or deoxidizing, whatever. I don't know what the scientific term is, but I know for a fact it's breaking down that rust particles. So I just thought that was really interesting to watch. I don't know if you can see this, Linda. I'm way over there. But we'll just put a little bit of scraping to it. And just like anything else, depending on how much rust you have and how deep the rust is, it's going to tell you how much you have to scrub it. But this has been sitting in this oil, this Weasel piss, for 43 minutes actually. And if you can take a look at that, this is the results. And you can see how it's really pitted right there, but there's not a single speck of rust on it. So like I said, these two bolts were identical. This one looks pretty clean on that side, but this side was really pitted. Here's the side that was really pitted on that one. And it totally removed everything from it. So this stuff really works, and it's really cheap to make. It's called Weasel piss, and it's just a great alternative to going out and buying expensive penetrating oils.